was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I said anything around the descending trend line is a good buy. And at the time we were pretty high. So I said, you know, if you can get pretty close to it, it doesn't have to be exact on the descending trend line. If you can get a buy order somewhere close by the descending trend line, in my eyes, that's pretty good. Hey, if you were patient and you didn't buy, now you have an even better entry spot. So it has come down to touch the descending trend line, and that's pretty much perfect. Tuesday we got like not exactly a textbook low test, but there is a lower wick. And then the day after, Wednesday, that's yesterday, we got a deceleration candle. So deceleration, a doji-ish candle, and that's good. It looks like it's decelerating. It looks like the downwards move is over. And today pretty much proved it. So again, good buy entry, good buy zone right here. That's the descending trend line. Pretty close to 162.50 support level. And yeah, that's what it looks like. But you know, just beware. There is a lot of resistance overhead. However, you know, there's a resistance overhead, yeah, but this is all-time highs. So it's not so bad. It's not like price has super far up to go. We've only ever been this high. So again, not so bad. If you get a buy entry here, just be prepared. There might be, it's not going to be like a straight shoot up is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't think you're going to get in here and be like, wow, blast off. Like, no, you get in here, there's quite a bit of resistance in the way. So it might just impulse correct, impulse correct, impulse correct. You know, it's going to correct at each of these resistance levels. I think you can see that. We got, like, for example, 50 EMA. We got 220. I think 225-ish. Yeah, 220, 225 is also a resistance zone. And then you got 260. And then finally you got 295. So if you want to hold it, just be prepared, okay? It's not going to be a straight shoot up to your profit target. And that looks pretty good. Look at that, 80%. If you buy Solana here and it goes back up to 295, that's an 80% profit. It's pretty good, but please, for the love of God, do not expect it to be a smooth ride. It's going to impulse, it's going to correct. And if it corrects mid-trade, you didn't do anything wrong. Okay, you did nothing wrong. That's just the way the markets work. Let me grab an example. Let's say you enter here. Perfect entry spot, okay? That's like a bottom before we shot up. Even if you entered at $130 and I don't know, you're aiming for 205. Yeah, it reached it, right? Yeah, it did reach 205, but it wasn't straight. Everyone see what I'm saying? Please type a Y in the chat just so I know you can all still hear me clearly and everything. I've been yapping for a while without any messages. Thank you. Yes, exactly, Rachel. It took weeks. So I'm not saying it should take weeks. I'm just saying, I mean, look at the price action, right? It played out. It hit profit target, but please don't expect straight. And it hits, you know, look at this level, for instance. It starts moving. Look at this. It goes in 12% profit, right? And then it goes down. It goes down to 5% profit. And this is where the initial correction in your trade, this is where people are like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? Hillorie, can you help? Like, is my entry good? I took this strategy, this entry this day, but it was in 12% profit and now it's, you know, it's down. And I'm like, well, hold on. Like, nothing has happened yet. Like, don't be so impatient. Don't be so impatient. You didn't do anything wrong. So they'll be like, did I enter too early or did I enter too late? Or how do I make sure this doesn't happen next time? And all I can say is that you have to be patient. You have to let the trade play out. You really have to let it play out. So imagine, right? It goes up into profit, it corrects a bit. And if you closed it If you close the trade at 5.75% profit because you thought, oh no, it's going to come back to my entry and it's going to hit my stop. If you got out there, oh my God, a few days later, it would have been in 30% profit. If you had just been patient and stopped expecting, everything to play out to, I don't know, I don't want to say to perfection because I mean, it did end up playing to perfection, but don't expect everything to come in an instant because it won't. And look, it happens again. You're up 30%. And if this wasn't your profit target, if you had the full 65 or whatever it was, it drops a lot mid-trade. So now you're back down at 10% profit. So you lost 20% in just a few days. And that can feel scary. I understand. I've been through this before. And then it starts moving up again. Now you're 18% in profit. And then it corrects again. Oh my goodness. You see this one here? That's the second correction again. Now you're back down to 12. And I'm trying to show you how repetitive it is. It's just impulse correction, impulse correction. That's the whole thing, the entire market. It just oscillates. Okay, you wait a bit, now you're up 28%, and then it corrects, and then now you're down to 21, and maybe you close it there. But if you're patient, I'm just going to fast forward now. If you're patient, you can ride it all the way to eventually your original 205 for 65% profit. But I hope you see there, it's not going to be a straight shoot, especially with Solana being where it is. And there is a lot of resistance in the way. Okay, it doesn't mean that the resistance is going to shoot your trade back to your stop loss or anything. I'm just saying expect a few corrections on the way to your profit target. And so maybe you don't want to have an 80% profit target. Maybe you want to take profit here at 25%, or you want to take it here at 38%. That's up to you and how willing you are to wait and be patient. But I hope this example back here puts it into perspective, and I hope you can see the resistance levels, okay, that I'm talking about. So again, Solana, to recap, really good buy entry here. Just be prepared for resistance, okay?